Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Week 2 of the Friday Night High School Football Zone on WHHI. We've got a nice preview for you tonight for Week 2 with the Hilton Head High School Seahawks taking on the Beaufort Eagles here at Community Stadium on Hilton Head Island. And to my right is Dale Planica, who is our play-by-play voice. Joined us first time last week for 2010, and Chuck Zapek to my left, who's a veteran, year 3 on the Friday Night High School Football Zone. And, gentlemen, we've got a football game tonight that has a lot of meaning for both teams. It's the first game for the Beaufort High School Eagles. It's the second game for Hilton Head High School, the Seahawks, who came off really a tough loss against Bluffton last week. They lost 39-0. They had 4 first downs. They just didn't get any momentum offensively at any point in the game. And, Dale, we were talking before we came on the air, they've got to get some type of consistency on offense to get their motivation back, their enthusiasm back, and forget about last week. So talking to the coaches, is that what you get the feeling is going to happen tonight?
Yeah, that was the message all week. Just kind of forget about Saturday night and let's move on, because you can't do anything about Saturday night. It's gone. I think to establish a rhythm is going to be very important for them. And to do that, what they're trying to do is they're going to shake up the offensive backfield a little bit, bring in a couple of freshmen, Lewis and Green. And they're going to have them running behind backs who normally is a tailback, but he'll be running as a fullback and trying to lead the way and really establish that running game. I mean, everything starts and stops with the running game and defense. And last week they didn't get anything done. They had -7 yards total in the game. So, as you said, we need to get that offense moving in a positive direction so that these young kids can start feeding on that and developing some confidence in what they're doing.
Well, you know, anytime you have a game where you only had 4 first downs.
Only 4 Walgreens first downs, John.
That's a good point.
Yes.
4 Walgreens first downs. That's not enough trips to Walgreens or enough first downs in a football game. But bottom line, if you can run the ball a little bit, it'll make things better. Maybe that change at running back and putting Beck at fullback helps Hilton Head a little bit tonight.
Yeah, I think it will. And you know, once you get the runs going, and you know, maybe in the second half we can see him open up the passing game a little bit. Excuse me. And Robbie Aiulo, who was injured last week, he'll be back. They took him to the hospital, precautionary measures last week, but he'll be back and as one of the wide receivers. And again, building that confidence with their wide receivers, getting some short passes where they can take the ball, maybe pick up a few extra yards, and that will just build for future games.
Well, what a great story about Robbie. You know, that was a scary moment. He was on the ground for 10 minutes. Ambulance takes him away. It's good to hear that he's not only okay, but he's playing 6 nights later. That's just that's amazing. Folks, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to talk to Chuck about the Beaufort Eagles and their starting offense and defense, which has a lot of players coming back. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Take me to 5th and Grand as slowly as possible.
Get me to the airport and don't step on it.
Congressman Maine, and I'm not in a hurry.
The big, bold taste of the Angus Third Pounder and the classic taste of the Big Mac. So much flavor, you want to take your time with them.
Whatever you do, don't make that wet.
The simple joy of burgers.
Right now, I'm dominating, but Ed's trying to throw me off my game. I know, because I have caller ID on PC with Time Warner Cable. Phone rings, number pops up. Phone company doesn't have it. Also, I get home voicemail to email. It's like living in the future. Hopefully not a future dominated by cyborg wolf spiders. But if it is, call this guy.
Caller ID on PC? The phone company doesn't have it. Time Warner Cable does. Get digital home phone from Time Warner Cable for only $19.95 per month for 12 months.
Oh, saw the dog. Oh, saw the dog. You sigh in the box. You saw the dog. Captain Cherokee sitting in a tree. Kiwi waving back at me. But won't you be the saw the dog? Oh, saw the dog. Oh, saw the dog. You sigh in the box. You saw the dog. Down southeast sitting my dog singing a song about saw the dog. Honey, won't you be the saw the dog?
Only an authorized BMW
dealer can sell you a BMW certified pre-owned vehicle. HiltonHeadBMW.com. Only an authorized BMW dealer can provide 0.9 APR on nearly all 2007 and 2008 models, including 3, 5, and 7 series. Only an authorized BMW dealer provides BMW's certified pre-owned warranty of up to 6 years, 100,000 miles, plus the remaining full maintenance from BMW.
The ultimate driving machine at Hilton Head BMW, Highway 278 in Bluffton.
Welcome back for our Week 2 preview between the Hilton Head High School Seahawks and the Beaufort Eagles. And we just talked to Dale about Hilton Head. Now it's time to talk to Chuck about the Beaufort Eagles. And I'll tell you, Chuck, looking out on the field, that is a stout-looking football team with 55, 60 kids dressed out. They got a lot of returning starters on offense and defense. This is a team and a program that's put a lot of players in Division I college football. They have 2 1,000-yard running backs that are returning. And an all-conference quarterback. They got a lot to work with.
Well, you know, John, last week the story was the winds had changed. It hit Bluffton High School, where they had a new coach and a new offense and a whole new system installed. Here, it's way back, going back to the same business as always. This is a team, Beaufort High School, that's been in the semifinals of their division 10 times out of the last 19 years. And their coach, Clifford, has been the offensive coordinator and the head coach the last 7 years. So they've got a lot of time to install their system. And as you just mentioned, probably the strength of their team is that they have 11 out of 11 starting offensive players, 10 of them are seniors. And that really means a lot. Last year, for example, with Hilton Head High, one of the reasons they were so successful is they had key players, their quarterbacks. They rotated 4 seniors in a quarterback, and they were able to average 30 points a game. They lost this game last year to Beaufort. We should point out 37-6. The game wasn't close. Tonight, I don't know if it's going to be even that close tonight because Beaufort is stacked. They've got 2, as you mentioned, 2 running backs that gained 1,000 yards last year. Their starting quarterback is already a preseason all-conference quarterback from last year, and their backup quarterback is just a kid just waiting in the wings. He's 6'5", 210 pounds. I mean, they've got a lot of talent here for the Beaufort Eagles tonight.
Yeah, they do, and as I said, we can look on the field and see there's a lot of athletes wearing white and green tonight. But as we talked about earlier with Dale, Hilton Head High School's got good athletes too. They're young, they're well coached. I think if they can stay close by running the football, controlling the clock a little bit, that'll give some of those kids some confidence.
This is what happened last week. Last week, the reason why the game got out of control is they only had 4 first downs, and your defense was on the field the whole time. The game was not an embarrassment the first half. They only had 3 scores against them, and if it wasn't for Desmond Jenkins, who was the best player on the field by far, with 3 long runs, it would have been a closer football game. They have to do, as you just said, they've got to be able to run the football, move the chains. That's the story of the game in any football at any football at any level. Is the team that usually gets the most first downs is going to be the team that usually wins, and they've got to be able to move those chains if they want to have success against the Beaufort Eagles tonight. It's a tough defense they're going to be playing against. Again, a lot of seniors playing for Beaufort High on defense. 8 of their starting players are seniors. They play a 4-4, pretty standard 4-4-3 alignment, pretty standard at high school level, where you basically have 4 down linemen, 2 inside linebackers, and the 2 other outside linebackers are really strong safeties. And that's pretty standard right across the whole region what they play. So they're not going to see anything different they haven't seen in the past. Hilton Head High's not going to see anything different defensively. What they will have to do, though, is be patient and play very sound football and play their techniques very strong up front. Last week it sort of disintegrated as the game progressed. But that's what happens when you have a young team. This is a good team with Hilton Head High, but it's a young team, and we'll see how they progress. Again, this is not a region game, but when it does get into the region, I think they'll be prepared.
Don't forget, this is the first game for Beaufort, second game for Hilton Head. Maybe the flag-itis that hit Hilton Head will hit Beaufort a little bit this week. Stay tuned. Kickoff's coming up in just a minute on WHHI.
Been in a wreck? Bring your car to H&H Auto Body at 17 Cardinal Road. At H&H Auto Body, you'll get a free estimate in their state-of-the-art facility. No matter the damage, the great team at H&H Auto Body will have your car looking great and back on the road in no time.
At 123 Drive Driving Academy, the goal is to help students become confident, cautious, and courteous drivers. They offer high-quality classroom and behind-the-wheel training with friendly, professional, and state-certified instructors who make learning easy and safe. Go to 123drivedrivingacademy.com for more information or call 263-5023 and mention the Friday Night Football Zone to receive $10 off your training session. When you're ready to get in the driver's seat, call 123 Drive Driving Academy.
Uniform Working Sports is the Lowcountry's #1 stop for all your athletic uniform equipment needs. Stop in now for football season.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Community Stadium here on Hilton Head Island, where tonight the Hilton Head Island High School Seahawks will play host to the Beaufort Eagles. I'm Dale Planick, everyone. I'll be doing the play-by-play tonight, along with my expert veteran color commentator, Chuck Zapak. And Chuck, we got another big game here tonight coming to you from Hilton Head.
It is too, Dale. Just looking back at the statistics, though, we noticed that Hilton Head High School has not beaten Beaufort High School in 10 years. They've lost 6 games in a row since the last time in 2000 when they beat them. Last year the score was 27-7. I don't know what to expect, Dale, for tonight's game after what happened last week. I think when the schedule makers put Bluffton on the schedule last year, they kind of penciled that in as a win for Hilton Head High School, being the first time, being that they never had lost to them before, coming back off a 39-0 loss. 1 day shorter also, since we had the postponement of Friday night's game to Saturday night. I'm not so sure they've had much time to prepare for the Beaufort Eagles.
Well, hopefully they can forget about last week and get things rolling this week. Beaufort comes in. This is their first game of the season, so Hilton Head does have a game under their belt, so that may help us a little bit. During the coin toss, the Seahawks won the coin toss, and they'll be receiving and defending to our left, or receiving to our left, and Beaufort will be kicking it off. Looks like it'll be Kyle Clark, number 87, will be kicking things off for Beaufort. A reminder, folks, that tonight's game is brought to you by McDonald's Restaurants of Bluffton and Hilton Head. Cool down with a refreshing smoothie from McDonald's, available in wild berry or strawberry banana for just $2.29 for a small. McDonald's, I'm loving it. Well, we got Bex back deep for the Seahawks to receive this kick. He's standing back on about his 5-yard line, but I'm sure he'll be coming up.
Well, Dale, the Hilton Head High Seahawks won the coin toss. They want to get the ball and see if they can't get some motion going in that offense. Only 4 Walgreens first downs last week, Dale. Hopefully they'll be able to do better than that tonight.
And we're kicking it off. Here we go, folks. Bex takes it at about his 7, across the 15 to the 20, right up the middle, and just across the 20 to about the 21-yard line. And hit hard there. The Seahawks will take over 1st and 10, the ball at the 21-yard line.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see who starts in the backfield tonight. We know Mac Bex is out there, but in the backfield. And on trots, Michael Julian, the quarterback, number 3, the sophomore, 6'5", 215 pounds. We're told we're going to see some action, though, from some of the freshman running backs. Doesn't look that way to start with. Fodia lines up at fullback, Bex at tailback.
And under center is Julian. We got a little motion here to the right. And there's a pitch back to Bex, and he is met and tackled in the backfield. And this is kind of what we saw a lot of last week, a lot of penetration.
Well, at least we didn't get a penalty in that play. Look at the bright side, Dale. Let's set the offensive line for the Hilton Head Seahawks tonight, Dale. Left tackle's the junior, 6'1", 185 pounds, Taylor Place. At left guard is the senior, and one of the leaders of the team, Hunter Anderson. He's 6'3", 255 pounds. The center's Jake Morris, number 62. Right guard, Donnell Mitchell. He goes both ways, number 70. And the right tackle is Justin Keller, number 63.
Okay, Robbie Aiello is back this week after the injury last week, and he's split out wide along with Adam Orishak. And going back is Julian the pass, and he is smothered. And we're back inside the 10-yard line at about the 9.
Well, I know that's really frustrating for head coach and offensive coordinator Tim Singleton, watching the first two plays for running for negative yards. But this is where you have to really show a little bit of poise, realizing that you just don't want to do anything that's a little out of ordinary to try to get all those yards back in one play. Just try to get something positive in this play. If you got to kick the ball away and get in favor of field position, don't be afraid to punt.
It's 3rd and 21, and again we got Orishak and Aiello split wide for the Seahawks. Motion again to the right, and a handoff right up the middle. And again, that's number 26.
Michael Fodia.
Michael Fodia taking the carry right up the middle.
We're going to see that the senior, 5'9", 185 pounds, Michael Fodia, play both ways tonight, folks. He's also going to be starting as outside linebacker.
Ball's out to the 15-yard line. It's going to be 4th down. So it'll be 4th and long here, and Julian will be back to punt for the Seahawks. Gets it away under a heavy rush. Bounces at the 40 to about the 46, and then picked up there by number 23 for Beaufort. That's Jaclay Mixon. He's a sophomore. So the Beaufort Eagles will take over 1st and 10.
Yeah, as they come up out over the ball, we're looking at quarterback number 9. That's Bo Brown. He's all conference last year. He's a senior. He's going to be behind him. Operating has been number 20, Alex Simmons, the fullback, and number 21, Delmo Holmes, the running back.
The snap, it goes to Holmes, and he splits it out wide, and he is going, and he's finally dragged down from behind, but all the way down inside the 10-yard line of the Seahawks.
Now you're watching on the replay, it's just a smash off left tackle, double team on the end. Number 21 sees that it opens up outside. He makes a little juke fake, puts a little glide to his stride, a dip to his hip, and he's almost gone as he's only pulled down on a touchdown-saving tackle at about the 8-yard line.
And that was Desmond Bush with a tackle, the 30-yard pickup. It'll be Walgreens first down inside the 10-yard line, 1st and goal. Again, the handoff this time up the middle.
A little bit of a size advantage to Beaufort High Eagles in their offensive line. We'll set it for you. Number 74 is the right tackle. That's Cordy Beals. Jabari Washington, number 68, the right guard. Center is Rob Dennis, number 59. Left guard is Benji Calderon, number 79. And number 76, Tyler Walker. He's a 6'4", 310-pound senior playing left tackle on the blind side of the quarterback, Bo Brown.
And Alex Simmons was the ball carrier last time. Now they get inside, looks like number 21. That's Holmes with the ball. And he picks up a short yard. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
Well, I hate to say there's a big play early. But I think we got a big one right here on 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal inside the 5, and
I realize it's 4-down territory, but if they're able to hold them here, force them into a field goal attempt, that might be something positive for the Seahawks.
Bo Brown takes the snap, gives it off to the tailback. He crosses the goal line for a Beaufort touchdown.
Wow, they just lined up and they just ran right behind, as you'll see on the replay here. Number 76, Tyler Walker. Look at him.
as he just blows his man to the outside. The running back finds the space right behind him. Look how big 76 is. He blocks out the sun, all 320 pounds. Why there's no sun tonight? But he blocked out the lights anyway.
Kyle Clark will attempt the extra point. Correction, that's number 81, Mitchell Stewart. And Stewart boots it and just got it over the crossbar. That's good. So with 7:57 left to go here in the first quarter of play, Beaufort takes the lead 7-0. You're watching WHHI.
On the Friday Night Football Zone.
We've got 7:57 left to go here in the first quarter of play. Beaufort, after stopping Hilton Head with negative yardage on their first drive, took the ball and took it from the 40 and drove it all the way into the end zone for a touchdown. They leave it 7-0, and they'll be kicking off here. Again, it'll be Kyle Clark kicking off, and Beck's deep for the Seahawks. Bex takes it in the end zone, and that's an automatic touchback. So the Seahawks will start at their own 20-yard line, 1st and 10.
Yeah, that gives us a chance to introduce our officials for tonight's game. That's Fred Mercer as the referee. He's the guy with the white cap, folks. 37 years as a ref. By the way, all our refs are from Grandville, South Carolina. They kind of bring them out of town when they have these cross-county rivals, so they don't want anybody from the local county. Hector Rodriguez is the umpire. He's done this for 10 years. The linesman is Hayes Mercer. He's from Gardner-Webb. Hometown's Bowling Springs, North Carolina. George Gennaro is the back judge, played high school football in South Florida. And Dennis Burden is the back judge, 28 years, and he's done a number of state championship games.
Well, we've got a new tailback in there now, number 22, Jamarcus Moradell for the Seahawks. Again, the handoff, the pitch back to Moradell. And he's a little quick, got around the corner, picked up about 3 yards on the play.
Good looking play here. Now we're going to see a little down the line option run by Michael Joy. Look how he just pulls the ball out on a belly series, comes down. They don't block the defensive end. That's who you're going to run the option off of. Good block on the outside by the wide receiver. Get some positive yards.
It'll bring up 2nd down and about 7 yards to go here for the Seahawks.
Good quick hitting play that time, Dale. I like that. You want to get some quick hitters right here. It's tough for linemen to hold their blocks this early in the season.
Moradell again at tailback. And we've got motion. Again, the pitch to Moradell, and this time Beaufort's waiting for him, and there'll be no gain on the play.
Little dive the other way. This is what's called a counter option, where he fakes it to the fullback on one side of the center and comes back and makes a pitch going the other way. Another good call there. A little execution is what's needed now, folks. Last week they had a little trouble blocking up front, so their sophomore quarterback, Michael Julian, never got an opportunity to really show us what he has.
It'll be 3rd down, and Julian goes into a shotgun formation here. 3rd and about 8. Rolls, he had a blitz is on, and Julian keeps it. The blitzer went right past him, and he took it up across. Well, here's a line of scrimmage out to about the 23.
Yeah, they bring the outside linebackers like a strong safety, and Julian's able to avoid him. A good block on the outside by the tailback, but Julian didn't have any time at all. He stepped up in the pocket and he had another defender right in his face.
It'll be 4th and 8 coming up, and Julian will be back to punt. And Beaufort put a lot of pressure on last time, and it looks like they're coming again. Gets it away, and it's kind of a line drive kick. Picked off by number 20, who was number 23, and that's Jaclay Mixon again, who's catching the punts for Beaufort.
Well, one thing we used to look for last year was they had a great special teams player, middle linebacker, Jack Duane, for the Seahawks. He'd come down and make crushing tackles. We're waiting to see who's going to do it this year. Looks like Raheem Williams just missed a shot there. He's taking Jack Duane's place in the middle, number 16.
Okay, we've got an official timeout here. And just want to remind you folks that tonight's game is brought to you by Time Warner Cable. School your smart with Time Warner Cable. Get cable, Roadrunner high-speed online, and digital home phone and save. Time Warner Cable is a proud supporter of live high school football here on the Friday Night Football Zone.
This gives us a chance, Dale, to set the defense for the Seahawks. We get a chance to do that last time. Starting at left defensive end is number 86. That's Corey Parrott at the left defensive end. Timmy Rivers, number 34, is the other defensive end. 78, Melvin Fields, the 6', 255-pound junior, is the defensive tackle. Donnell Mitchell goes both ways. He's a defensive tackle, 5'11", 225 pounds. He's a senior. Outside linebackers are Taylor Place. This is the first-year starter for him. He's only a junior. Michael Fodia moves into the outside linebacker position. And as I just mentioned, you have Raheem Williams, number 16, is the middle linebacker. He was a defensive tackle last year. He's moved into the middle linebacker role.
Okay, the Eagles will start at the Seahawks 44-yard line. Give to the tailback, and again coming around the left side, number 34. That's Devontae Cohen. We see a lot of different running backs tonight, Chuck.
One of them got 5 different running backs. 2 of them gained over 1,000 yards last year. The other running back is Alex Simmons, the fullback.
Okay, now at quarterback is Alex Gregory. Well, he's a big boy, 6'5". And he goes back to pass. And a little flare pass out to the right side. And that is number 34, Devontae Cohen. Takes it all the way down inside the 10-yard line once again.
Oh, he gets a great block. You'll see it on the outside. It's a little what's called a bubble screen. See the bubble right there? And you pull the tackle. He's leading the way. Now you get a mismatch here. A tackle blocking on the cornerback. You see that block right there? He cuts up inside. That's the perfect execution of the bubble screen, and it almost goes for a touchdown.
It'll be a Walgreens first down as the ball is taken inside the 10-yard line. It'll be first and goal for Beaufort. Already leading 7-0 with just about 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter of play. And we've got a flag on play. A little confusion seemed to be on the offensive side as they brought Bo Brown back in at quarterback. Tonight's game is also brought to you by H&H Auto. Customer friendly, guaranteed quality. The #1 place for auto sales and service on Hilton Head Island. And by Hilton Head BMW, your Lowcountry luxury leader. It's a 5-yard mark-off. It'll be first and about 13. Still first and goal, but the ball's down at the 13-yard line for Beaufort. Brown over center. Shifts his wingback to the tight end position. There's a give to the tailback. And he's met by number 16 that's Raheem Williams, who was slightly injured last week, but looks fine today.
Also, Kevin Chapman. Chapman is one of the captains on the team. Number 2 comes up and really puts the leather to him there. Nice tackle by Chapman.
And we see some umbrellas popping up here in the stand, so the weather is getting a little bit away from us right now. Although there's blue skies in the corner of that I can see right now. Again, Bo Brown on the option keeps it. He's hit 3 or 4 times, and finally they shove him down at about the 8-yard line. It'll bring down third down and about 8 yards.
Real nicely played by the defense. Watch how the option off the defensive end. He's able to hold his position, flatten it out, and gives the rest of his teammates a chance to rally to the football. Nice job of game tackling at the end of the play, Dale.
Yeah, Lamont Williams, number 5, made a nice play on that. It'll be third down, and Brown is again at center, or at the quarterback position. And now we got to roll out. Oh, he's got a man wide open and could not hold on to it. tough play to follow there.
Well, as he looks into the end zone, you'll see he has two men wide open. He lays the ball out perfectly. The wide receiver just reaches out and barely can pull it in, but you have not one but two potential receivers for a touchdown there, Dale.
And they're going to go for a field goal here from about the 15, so they'll make it a 25-yard field goal. There's a snap, ball's down, kick is away, and it is good. So with 3:23 to go here in the first quarter of play, Beaufort takes a 10-0 lead over the Seahawks. This is the Friday Night Football Zone
on WHHI-TV.
If you are searching for
We are back here at the Community Stadium on Hilton Head Island, and it's starting to rain pretty good right now as Beaufort has now jumped to a 10-0 lead over the Seahawks. They're about to kick off, 3:28 to go here in the first quarter of play. Kick is deep and taken by Bex at about his 5, brings it across to about the 27-yard line. Called the 28, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Seahawks.
Sure, the former Hilton Head Prep Dolphin. He switched schools from as a junior. He played for the Dolphins last year. This year he transferred to Hilton Head High. But Matt Bex is one of the toughest players on the team. He was an outstanding player last year. He gained over 500 yards with the Division 2A Hilton Head Prep Dolphins.
1st and 10 for the Seahawks. Again, Julian under center. The I formation gives it to the tailback, and that's Bex. Bex takes it across the 30 to about the 35-yard line. A nice pickup.
You know, this is what I thought we'd see more of tonight. It's an I formation. It's just a lead block by Footy up on the middle linebacker. You just run Bex right up there. I mean, it's pretty straightforward, but it's what's needed here with the offensive team that really struggled last week. What you really need is just give the offensive guys a chance to fire up the ball. They don't want to pass block. They want to come off the ball and hit somebody.
It'll be 2nd and 2 for the Seahawks. Again, the I formation. And this time gives it to the up back. I believe that's Footy. We got a late flag comes into the pile.
Now, this really isn't a well-executed play. It's a trap block on the inside. You'll see the left guard comes around and actually runs into the, one of his own players. But still, the quick hittingness of the play was able to get us some possible yards. And I think, Dale, we're going to get our first Walgreens first down for the Seahawks this evening.
Yeah, looks like a face mask penalty is going to march it down the field, so we'll walk that off. By the way, tonight's game is brought to you by Salty Dog Cafe. Get your Salty Dog t-shirt at the Salty Dog T-Shirt Factory, located at South Beach Marina or on Arrow Road, and also available anytime at www.saltydog.com. Salty Dog t-shirts will suit you to a T.
Hey, Dale, you had a week now. You had the words down to the Salty Dog jingle yet?
I'm working on it.
All right. It's part of your initiation here the first year. You got to sing it on air.
We got a Walgreens first down. The ball is across the 40 to about the 43. Again, the handoff to Bex. He takes it across the 45 to the 46 and then is pushed back. But again, this is smash mouth football.
Oh, yeah. Just keep it between the tackles here. Let's give the offensive line some confidence. This time, actually, there was a little bigger hole than it looked like there. Bex ran into the back of his own player. That stopped him. If he just held his head up a little higher, he could have seen a little bigger hole to his right. But that's what you need to get some confidence going here with these young players.
Again, the I formation with Fodier in front of Bex. And Bush split out, and now he goes in motion. They give it to the up back, and that's Fodier. He takes it out to about the 48-yard line.
And we're trying to run behind the right tackle, Justin Keller. a senior, 6'1", 250 pounds. He's threw a nice block on the prior play. This time, again, they run right off his back. They got some positive yards, but now brings up 3rd and long. I think what they'll probably do here is still stay out of a passing type of situation, maybe run some kind of down the line option and get Michael Julian on the corner, give him a chance to do something with his athleticism.
It'll be 3rd and 6. Julian goes back to pass, brings it out to the left side, but it's unable to hold on to it. And that looked like it was Robbie Aiulo out there. Now check it, it's Horashek.
Well, ball slips out of his hand. I guess we should also mention that it rained here slightly just a few minutes ago. The ball's a little bit slippery. I guess that's why I'm sitting up here in the booth. I'm not coaching the team down there. But unfortunately for the Seahawks, they're going to have to punt again. Their 3rd time punting tonight. 4th
down, just about a minute to go here in the first quarter. A nice kick away this time. And taken down immediately is number 23. That's Jaclay Mixon for the Beaufort Eagles. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Eagles at their own 27-yard line.
Yeah, Julian's been forced to make a quick kick, get rid of the ball, get rid of the punt a little bit faster than he wanted to, but he's got a pretty strong leg. You know, last year they had a punter, the quarterback for the Seahawks, averaged 40 yards a kick.
That's unheard of in high school. Okay, Bo Brown again under center. Gives it to one of his tailbacks, and I'm thinking it's number 21, but now we got some mud on the player's uniform, so it's going to be hard to pick him up.
Yeah, that's 21.
Yep.
That's their starting fullback out. That's their starting tailback, DeMeo Holmes. He's a senior, 5'10", 150 pounds. They've got about 4 or 5 different running backs that are going to alternate in there at the tailback position tonight, Dale.
He picks up 8 on the play. It'll be 2nd and about 2. The ball at the 35-yard line.
That's Bo Brown back in there at quarterback.
Brown rolling out. Has a man open. And we've got a flag down behind the play. That was complete to Jordan Burchard.
Right in the area, the flag's thrown right in the area that generally they call holding. So this play may be coming back. But Brown looked like he could do more than just run with the football there. That was a pretty nice strong throw on the out throw to the far side of the field. What do you think, Dale?
Yeah, he looked pretty good. We got a mark off here against Beaufort. And so that would have been a Walgreens first down, but instead we're going to mark it off 5 yards going the other way.
Well, you know, it's funny. A week ago, just about every play there was some kind of penalty, either on the Seahawks or in Bluffton Bobcats. This week, the penalties seem to be only against Beaufort Eagles since it's their first game of the year. It looks like those early season jitters may be gone for the Seahawks.
Oh, we can only hope. That takes it back. It'll still be 2nd down, but it takes it back inside the 25-yard line with a few seconds left to go here in the first quarter of play. They get it off, and that's number 12. That's Alex Gregory, the quarterback. They were looking for something big down the field with him as the quarter comes to an end.
Nice job on the blitz. That's middle linebacker Raheem Williams, number 16, that got in there and helped come up with the sack.
You're watching the Friday Night Football Zone
on WHHI-TV.
Ever wonder where those mysterious spots and stains come from? Call your local Heaven's Best carpet and upholstery cleaning technician. You can enjoy life, and we'll clean it up.
1378 today.
Welcome back to Friday Night Football, as the Beaufort Eagles have jumped on top of the Seahawks by a score of 10-0 at the end of one quarter of play. It's been the Eagles have been pretty impressive for the first quarter, but the penalties have hurt them right here, and that brings up a third down and long as we come back to play here.
Well, Dale, as we discussed in the pregame show, only 4 first downs last week for the Seahawks against Bluffton. Tonight, I only recall 1 first down.
I think we got one because we got a couple of good.
Yep. And Beaufort leads because on the first drive of tonight's game, they scored. They took the ball immediately right down, about 60-yard drive, and they knocked it in from the 3-yard line on a run by the fullback, Alex Simmons, number 20.
I think we had a little sideline warning there about Beaufort to move the sideline men back. But we're going to start the second quarter here. The ball is located about the 20-yard line. I checked that, about the 30-yard line.
You mentioned on that last play on the second down, the sack there, the other person that broke through was Jacob Lewis, the linebacker, number 31. He got in there along with Raheem Williams, and the junior who helped make the sack.
Brown gives it off up the middle, and that's to number 20. That's Alex Simmons. Picks up about 5 yards on the play. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, good job this time inside. Raheem Williams just able to come up with a shoestring tackle. Otherwise, he would have gotten a little bit further into the secondary, but it forces a 4th down punt.
Beaufort in punt formation, and I believe that's Bex back deep for the Seahawks. Good kick.
It's returnable.
That's number 2. That was Kevin Champion.
Yeah, and guess who made the tackle? Number 9. I think he plays quarterback, doesn't he? He's down there. Watch him, number 9. He's the first guy downfield, and he's able to reach out and make a sort of a shirt tackle here on Matt Bex and just barely brings him down. Otherwise, he would have gotten some more positive yards. But this is the best field position that the Seahawks have started with so far this evening.
Ball's on the 45-yard line of the Seahawks, 1st and 10. Again, we saw them, they're back in the I formation. Motion again to the right. And they give to the tailback, that's Bex. Right up the middle, takes it across the 50. And to about the 46-yard line.
Oh, yeah. Keep it between the tackles. Keep it between the tackles. You can see a great turn block by number 72 for the Seahawks. That's Hunter Anderson. The senior turns his man inside. Bex runs right off his back, right off his butt, and almost has a 1st down.
And tonight's game brought to you by HH Auto, customer friendly, guaranteed quality. The #1 place for auto sales and service on Hilton Head. And by Walgreens. Flu shots are now available at every Walgreens store every day. At Walgreens, there's a way to stay well.
Well, the Seahawks can stay well too if they get a couple more Walgreens first downs, Dale.
Well, we got some discussions going on in the field here. We got a couple of the umpires are waiting both teams away from the line of scrimmage, and
they're adding on another 5 yards. All right, what's that one? Hands behind the back.
That's a good one. Okay, we got a 5-yard walk-off against the...
That's Fred Mercer, the referee, with the white cap.
And that brings up a Walgreens 1st down. Ball's at the 42-yard line, 1st and 10. Again, the I formation and the motion right. Give to the... Nope. Pitches back to Bex. And this time, the Eagles are waiting for it and tackle him for a loss back at about the 43-yard line.
Waiting for it. They had a student committee meeting here at left end. Watch what happens here. They come out, and you're going to see 3 Eagles in the face of Matt Bex. Julian comes down the line, makes the fake, runs the belly option, comes out, and all of a sudden, 3 white shirts appear right in front of him. I've seen a lot of good running backs look good behind good offensive lines, but I've never seen a good running back look behind a bad offensive line.
It's second down. And a quick pass, and that's complete to Bush. Desmond Bush, number 14, takes the pass.
Oh, really well executed. Michael Julian likes this throw. He runs a fake into the middle, sucks in the middle linebacker, opens up a throwing lane. Nice throw by Julian, the number 14. Desmond Bush has to be their big playmaker out on the field, and they got to find more ways to get the ball to him.
Well, it's a nice safe pass, too, and that's a good way to get started, and build that confidence for this young team. It's going to be third and about 3 yards to go here. Bush in motion. Again, to give to Bex, and he gets to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Gets to about the 35.
Well, they run straight up the middle. This is just a lead play. Bex runs into a little bit of competition as he goes through there, but we're in 4-down territory. I think Tim Singleton's going to take the opportunity to go for it here on 4th and 3.
And to counter that, Beaufort brings in the beef. Oh, they do send somebody back. Looks like they're thinking it's going to be a punt. But Hilton has lined up in the I formation. Again, a quick pass over the middle and through the hands. A little bit too much smoke on that pass.
Woo! Well, that comes with experience. Julian's just got to throw a little softer ball. He has his man open, tries to thread the needle, but there's just a little too much velocity on it for number 14, Desmond Bush, to hold on to. That's a shame, because had he been able to hang on to that, it would have been another first down. They turned the ball over.
The Eagles take over, and it'll be 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line. Tonight's game brought to you by Uniform Work and Sport, Lowcountry source for school uniforms, sports equipment, and much more. Stop in now and check out their huge selection of football, baseball, and lacrosse gear. Uniform Work and Sport.
Well, we look down on the defensive line. You got number 71, Nick Batista's in there right now as the left defensive end.
Brown again, the quarterback, pushes it off around the left side, and this could go for big yardage. This could go all the way. This is going to be 65 yards, Chuck. And it looks like, I believe that's number 21. Once again, Tamayo Holmes.
Great blocking here on the outside. You get a double team. He's a 320-pound lineman. See how he's actually holding on to his players. Good. He's lucky he didn't get a holding call there. But the block gets on the outside. The wide receiver puts a block on the cornerback, ties him up, and now it's just a foot race to the end zone, Dale.
Wow, there's more speed out there again.
I'm surprised. Very close to a holding penalty there.
It's only holding if they call it. The extra point is good, and with 8:01 to go here in the second quarter of play, Beaufort has jumped out in front 17-0. You're watching the Friday Night Football Zone
on WHHI-TV.
We are back at the community stadium here, where the Seahawks find themselves in the deficit, 17-0 to Beaufort. The Eagles will kick off here once again. It's going to be number 87, Kyle Clark, kicking deep.
This guy's got to be 6'9". Look at the kicker. He's a basketball player. He's 6'9". He's going to kick off.
Well, he's 6'4", and maybe he's growing as with the rain. Bex takes it inside the 5 at about the 2. Now tries to bring it back across the field, and Well, that's not a good play, but he gets down, tackled inside the 10-yard line where the Seahawks will take over 1st and 10.
Yeah, good high kick here. Again, a small mistake here. The right up back is the one that should have fielded that ball. Beck's had a little too far to go over to get it, and that's the reason why there wasn't much blocking. He had to retrieve the ball from too far of a distance from his blockers. Well, we've yet to see any of the freshman running backs that we were told that were going to be in tonight's game.
No, it looks like
still Bodie and Beck's in the backfield.
They're going with the veterans. Well, we're in the shotgun formation. And we're going to throw it. And he's got a man deep and just overthrows him. And again, that's Bush, who's out deep, just missed him at about the 30-yard line.
That was that nice throw there. It's a shame they weren't able to hook up on this. But Desmond Bush has to be their best player on the field. And he's got the speed to get around the defensive corner. Unfortunately, there wasn't enough arrow under the ball so that he could run underneath and make the catch.
Tonight's game brought to you by Time Warner Cable. Start the school year smart with Time Warner Cable. Get cable, Roadrunner high-speed online, and digital home phone and save. Time Warner Cable is a proud supporter of live high school football here on WHHI. It's 2nd and 10. Again, a little option play. Pitching it back to Bex, and he gets tripped down at about the 13-yard line.
Yeah, nice play here by Michael Julian as he pitches the ball out to Bex. Good hard tackle on the outside. Unfortunately, the wide receiver wasn't able to screen that defender player out. He'll learn more and more. He's only a sophomore, but he has to learn to keep that defender away out of that alley somehow.
It's going to bring up 3rd and 7. We got about 7:20 to go here. Seahawks down 17-0, and we're in the second quarter. Again, the shotgun formation. Julian takes a snap, looks, throws it outside, and that's complete to number 10, Rob Aiulo. Again, just good to see Robbie back after that injury last week. It didn't look real good last week, but he's back and practiced all week.
A little short of the first down, unfortunately, on that little out pattern. Receiver slipped, and speed didn't underneath him. So, again, the Hilton Head Seahawks are forced into a punting situation.
It'll be 4th down. And Julian will be punting. Clay Mixon back deep for Beaufort. And it's kind of a line drive kick and almost hit it over his head, but Seahawks are there, but he gets by him. He's finally dragged down at about the Seahawks 47-yard line. Took it at about the 50, got about a 7-yard return on the play.
Well, nice return by the returner. He looked like a jackrabbit on the way to a frying pan he was dancing around so many times.
And so the Eagles will take over 1st and 10. And we've got a timeout. Looks like an official timeout on the field. You're watching the Friday Night Football Zone.
WHHI-TV.
Take me to 5th and Grand as slowly as possible.
Get me to the airport and don't step on it.
Congress in Maine, and I'm not in a hurry. The big, bold taste of the Angus Third Pounder and the classic taste of the Big Mac. So much flavor, you want to take your time with them.
Whatever you do, don't make that white.
The simple joy of burgers.
We're back here in the second quarter, 6:13 to go, and Beaufort leading at 17-0. They have the ball 1st and 10, and going long downfield, and it is complete. That's number 12, Alex Gregory.
Yeah, nice throw here. You see the quarterback puts a little bit more air under the ball here, gives his receiver an opportunity to either run under or make an adjustment to his route. The ball's slightly underthrown, so he's able to make the adjustments as his eyes are looking back at the quarterback. The defender has to turn around, and that's when the catch is made.
It's a 35-yard pickup, and Gregory stays there under center. This time he hands off, and there's a hole on the right side, and going right through it is number 20, Alex Simmons, for another touchdown. Well, that didn't take very long, Chuck.
It sure didn't. That's a 10-yard run. By a 1,000-yard gainer. He rushed for 1,000 yards last year.
He just a big hole on the right side, and he took it right in for the touchdown. So it's 23-0 with an extra point coming. And the extra point is up and good. So with 5:59 to go here in the second quarter, or the first half of play, the Beaufort Eagles lead it 24-0. You're watching the Friday Night Football Zone.
The WHHI-TV.
I love progress. That's why I have Roadrunner High-Speed Online from Time Warner Cable. It's way faster than phone company high-speed DSL. You know those guys still use 100-year-old copper wire technology for their DSL internet? They must hate progress. I mean, who hates progress? Not this guy.
Internet that's way faster than DSL? The phone company doesn't have it. Time Warner Cable does. Get Roadrunner High-Speed Online for only $34.95 per month for 12 months.
We are back at the community stadium where the Beaufort Eagles lead it 24-0. We've got 5:59 to go here in the first half of play, and Beaufort about to kick off once again to the Seahawks.
What's that in your glass over there that they just brought in here, Dale? It looks. What is that?
I've got a smoothie here. You know, tonight's game is brought to you by McDonald's restaurants of Bluffton and Hilton Head. Cool down with a refreshing smoothie from McDonald's, just as we're doing, Chuck. They're available in wild berry or strawberry banana, and I'll tell you, this banana is really pretty good. And it's just $2.29 for a small. McDonald's, we're loving it.
Well, this time the ball gets dropped or picked up and returned. They've got a different return man in this time. That's number 25, Marquise Griffin. He gets an opportunity to bring the ball back. However, by not fielding it cleanly, it doesn't allow him much room. He only gets back to the 15-yard line.
Again, the Seahawks come out, and now we've got, everyone's just split out. We've got a naked backfield here in a shotgun formation. And Julian throws it, got a man, but he overthrows it just a little bit. Pass is intended for number 11, Adam Morishak.
Well, you know, Dell, just because the Seahawk offense isn't moving doesn't mean that it's all their fault. We also have the defense from Beaufort, led by number 66, the defensive end, Jefferson Fields. The defensive tackle, number 45, Delvin Broussard. He's the strongest man on the field at 5'11", 255 pounds. Number 78, Darrell Gant is the defensive tackle. Linebackers are Kevin Gross, 41, Malik Milando, number 51, and Malcolm Danzler, number 50, fill out the front seven for the Beaufort High Eagles.
Well, we got another sideline warning. This time it's going to be on the Seahawks. And now we've got a timeout called. The timeout is called by the Seahawks. You're watching the Friday Night Football Zone.
The WHHI-TV.
Captain Cherokee sitting in a tree with Kiwi waving back at me. I want you to be the soft dog. Oh, soft dog. Oh, soft dog. Just like a fox, soft dog. Down southeast sitting my dog, singing a song about a soft dog. I want you to be the soft dog.
Only an authorized BMW dealer can sell you a BMW certified pre-owned vehicle. HiltonHeadBMW.com. Only an authorized BMW dealer can provide 0.9 APR on nearly all 2007 and 2008 models, including 3, 5, and 7 series. Only an authorized BMW dealer provides BMW's certified pre-owned warranty of up to 6 years, 100,000 miles, plus the remaining full maintenance from BMW.
The ultimate driving machine at Hilton Head BMW, Highway 278 in Bluffton.
We're back here at the community stadium. 5:43 to go here in the first half of play, and it's been all Beaufort, 24-0. It'll be second down coming up, 2nd and 10 for the Seahawks at about their 25-yard line. Julian under center, this time rolls out, looks deep down the field, got a man, and unfortunately underthrew it just a little bit.
Looks like there's a flag on the play, too, Dale, back where the quarterback released the ball. I think it's going to be a roughing the passer call.
That's the call, so it's going to go against Beaufort, and that will give the Seahawks a Walgreens first down.
Well, Michael Julian doesn't have much time to throw this ball either, but at least he gets a little bit more air underneath it and gives his receiver an opportunity to either come back for it or run underneath it. Unfortunately, the ball was underthrown on the receiver. He had him open, had he let him a little bit more.
Tonight's game brought to you by Kirby Enterprises. Professional interior and exterior home painting, pressure washing, and more with guaranteed satisfaction. And also by Jackson Maintenance and Electric. For your home, villa, business, or dock, affordable, friendly electrical service in Hilton Head, Bluffton, and Sun City. The roughing the passer penalty takes it out to the 31-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10, a Walgreens first down for the Seahawks. They come out in the I formation once again, Julian under center. Push in motion, and the give to the tailback. Again, that's Specs right up the gut, takes it across the 35-yard line, a gain of almost 5 on the play.
You see a little bit different strategy this week with Desmond Bush, number 14. They're running him in motion about half the time. Last week they didn't run him in motion. They tried to line him up inside, but he was being held by the defenders and grabbed it and thrown down at the line of scrimmage. This week, in order to give him a little bit more room to operate, they're running him in motion. And we've seen twice now where they fake the run up the middle and try to hit him on a quick slant.
It'll be 2nd and about 6 yards to go. Again, the give up the middle. This is Faudier. Maybe picks up a yard. 3rd down coming up.
Straight hand up at the middle. Good job, however, by the Beaufort Eagles. They win the battle up front. Again, defensive tackle for Beaufort, Dalvin Broussard, is able to, number 45, leads the way and stuffs him along with his teammate, Detrell Gant, number 78.
We're going to call it no gain, and it'll be 3rd and 6 coming up. I formation. And Julian takes the handoff and throws it outside, and it was well covered. And now we got a flag at the end of the play. It's intended for Orshak out here to the left.
Might be defensive holding on this. The receiver is tied up with it. He reaches out and grabs him. No, he doesn't. It's caught by the coach. Is that a flag for the coach catching the ball?
No. Well, somebody on that sideline caught the ball. That's a good sign. That goes to completion?
No, not an eligible receiver, though, Dale.
Oh, that's right. Maybe that's the call.
Ineligible receiver, the coach.
Well, we've got
it is interference.
Okay.
So they were calling. They got tangled up there on the outside, the defender and the wide receiver. And they before the screen came and we saw the ball being thrown to the wide receiver, they were calling on the holding call.
So we have another 15-yard pickup on a penalty, so that's 30 yards so far.
And that's our 3rd Walgreens first down.
1st and 10 for the Seahawks.
All by penalty, unfortunately, so far.
His ball's resting comfortably just over the 50-yard line. Again, the I formation and Julian under center. This time he again looks quickly over the middle for Bush, and the ball was tipped before it got to Bush. Bush was looking for a penalty on the play, but it was tipped by one of the linemen, I believe.
Well, Julian doesn't have much time at all. Number 78, Detrell Gant, 6'2", 235 pounds, left defensive tackle, is all over Michael Julian, and the sophomore just barely gets the ball off.
It'll be 2nd and 10, 4:03 to go here in the first half of play. Again, Beaufort on top, 24-0. Coming to you live from Hilton Head Island, where the rain has subsided, and another beautiful night. Julian looking again outside and just overthrows his receiver. Again, that's Bush, trying to get him the ball. He's a playmaker.
Yep. Michael's just got to take a little bit more time. You know, the timing just isn't there yet.
Certainly quite an improvement over last week, though, Chuck.
Yeah. Well, we got an offensive line that's blocking, giving them the time to throw the ball. That's blocking a bit better this week.
And even though it's 24-0, you want to see that progress moving on. We're going to have a timeout on the field here as Hilton Head calls timeout. With the score 24-0 here with 3:53 to go in the first half and Beaufort on top, you're watching the Friday Night Football Zone.
WHHI-TV. Been in a wreck? Bring your car to H&H Auto Body at 17 Cardinal Road. At H&H Auto Body, you'll get a free estimate in their state-of-the-art facility. No matter the damage, the great team at H&H Auto Body will have your car looking great and back on the road in no time.
At 123 Drive Driving Academy, the goal is to help students become confident, cautious, and courteous drivers. They offer high-quality classroom and behind-the-wheel training with friendly, professional, and state-certified instructors to make learning easy and safe. Go to 123drivedrivingacademy.com for more information or call 263-5023 and mention the Friday Night Football Zone to receive $10 off your training session. When you're ready to get in the driver's seat, call 123 Drive Driving Academy.
Welcome back to Hilton Head High School. 3:53 to go here in the first half of play. It'll be 3rd down and 10 coming up for Hilton Head. And the shotgun formation, Julian looking down the field, he's got a man, and the ball is overthrown, well covered on the play, but intended for Robbie Aiulo and overthrown.
This time they roll him out on what's called a little dash play to the left side. It's the wide side of the field. They try to get a pin block on the defensive end. This doesn't quite execute it properly, but at least Julian has enough time to look downfield and get off some kind of pass that had a possibility of being caught by the wide receiver. Now Julian goes back to punt.
So the Seahawks moved it down across the 50 and stalled, and it'll be 4th down and punt situation. Nope, it's not. It's a fake. He's got a man wide open. That's number 2. That's Kevin Champion. The fake punt from Julian. Nice play.
Well, they're coming hard. Midfield, that's where he usually put the punt block on, too. Great call by the special teams coach. Nicely executed. Julian knew he had his man wide open. Laid the ball out there. Something positive for the Seahawks.
That's a Walgreens first down inside the 20-yard line for the Seahawks. Ball's resting at the 17-yard line, 1st and 10. Again, Robbie Aiulo split wide to the right, the top of the screen. And the motion to Bush. The handoff to Bex up the middle. He gets it inside the 15 to about the 13-yard line. A nice pickup.
That's a really good play. We got to give some credit here to the offensive line. They're starting to come together a little bit for the Seahawks. They're led by Taylor Place going both ways, number 53 at left tackle, Hunter Anderson, the left guard, number 72, Jake Morris, the center, number 62. 70 is Donnell Mitchell. He plays both ways as the right guard. And Justin Keller, the right tackle, number 63, lead the way for Matt Bex up the middle.
Okay, this time Bush is split to the right, and we'll see if he motions back to the left. I formation. Have an off shift I. And they give it, a nice play in the backfield there as Bex gets taken down and taken down hard. And he's not getting up right away.
Well, as tough as Matt is, he makes the wrong move by going inside where he has his blockers to the outside. And once he leaves his blockers, he's left himself wide open, and that's the result that happens. He's got a hard thigh hit there.
It's going to bring up third and about 8 yards to go, maybe 7. But we've got a timeout here with an injury timeout on the field. With a score, 24-0 in favor of Beaufort. You're watching the Friday Night Football Zone
on WHHI-TV.
We are back as Matt Bex went off the field on his own power, but we're not sure exactly when he'll be back. But we've got Jamarcus Moradell in the backfield now. And quick pass, and almost intercepted, almost picked off. As I think the receiver and the quarterback were on different wavelengths of that.
Julian was expecting the wide receiver to run a slant route. Instead, he goes up and out to the flag, almost gets picked off. I think we should mention number 16, Raheem Williams, who was in at fullback that time, as he was on the play before. Looks like they're trying to get a little more blocking.
It's going to bring up fourth down, and interesting formation. We're going to try a field goal. Okay, it's Weston Mott going to attempt a field goal. It'll be about a 32-yarder.
Desmond Bush is holding.
Ball's down. The kick is up in the air, and the kick is good. The Seahawks get their first points of the season on the board with a 35-yard field goal.
Well, we heard a lot about Mott. He had the strong leg. He could put him in from as far as 45 yards away. Right call by Coach Singleton, gets a field goal and something positive on the scoreboard.
2:14 to go here in the first half of play. Beaufort leads at 24-3. You're watching the Friday Night Football Zone
on WHHI-TV.
.2:14 to go in the first half of play here with Beaufort on top, 24-3. Stay tuned for the Walgreens halftime show. John Byrne will be on hand with us, along with Sam McDowell of the Island Packet, and we'll talk about the first half and what's coming up in high school football. So join us for the Walgreens halftime show. Again, a reminder, tonight's game is brought to you by Heaven's Best. For carpet, upholstery, and house cleaning, that's simply Heaven's Best. And by Island Builders, a Lighthouse Award-winning builder specializing in home improvements for 27 years. Kick goes back deep to the end zone, and he's not going to be able to run it back. Once it crosses the end zone in high school football, it's a touchback. It'll be 1st and 10 for Beaufort at the 20-yard line. 1-2-3 Drive Driving Academy is also a sponsor for tonight's game. When you're ready to get into the driver's seat, call 1-2-3 Drive Driving Academy. And if you mention the Friday Night Football Zone, you'll receive $10 off your training session.
That's quite a leg. Weston Mott, number 45, the place kicker and kickoff specialist. He easily booted that field goal from 35 yards out and had a great kickoff following that.
There's the handoff around the outside, and it's number 34. Breaks into the clear across the 35-yard line. Gain of about 17 on the play. And that'll be a Walgreens first down.
Devonto Cohen, junior running back, 5'8", 170. We heard they had a lot of depth in the Beaufort backfield. We're seeing it right now, Dale.
They just keep coming at you. Clock is running. We're inside of 2 minutes to go here in the first half of play. The Eagles on top, 24-3. And they come out first and 10 at their own 37. Again, Brown hands off, inside handoff. And that's knocked down to, I believe it's number 21. I'm only guessing because he's got the dirtiest uniform out there.
But he takes a pretty good hit shot at the end of this run here. That's number 14, Desmond Bush. The free safety comes up and is able to lay a shoulder into him. Desmond Bush going both ways for the Seahawks.
It'll bring up second and about 5. 1:20 and counting here in the first half. Again, motion this time to the left. And Brown hands off. Kind of a cross buck there. And gain of about the 47 yards. Pretty close to a first down, but I believe it's going to be a little bit short.
Jacob Lewis, 31, comes up with the tackle on that play.
It'll be 3rd and 1. Inside of a minute to go here in the first half.
Short yardage defensive line comes into the game for the Seahawks.
And they hand it off inside, and taking it right up the middle is number 22. That's Josh McPherson, and he won't stop, but he finally does. And gets knocked down inside the 45 to about the 41-yard line. 32 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Good inside running here by McPherson, the 1,000-yard runner from last year. He's been hurt for most of this season. Not 100%, we were told, coming in tonight's game. He looked like he was 110% on that play, Dale.
Well, and the Eagles are just going to continue to run the clock here. I thought they might call a timeout there to try to get another score on the board. Again, McPherson goes around the left side. Well, they may put some on the board anyhow. He's wide open. He cuts it back across the field and goes all the way for the touchdown. And that was 41 yards for the touchdown. And he got that in just with only 4 seconds left to go here in the first half of play.
Yeah, this is really a great job of blocking downfield, holding your blocks, the big offensive line for the Beaufort Eagles. And then now he cuts back against the grain, and he sees all the daylight there is, the opposite end of the field, and he makes an easy trot into the end zone.
Well, the big plays continue to haunt the Seahawks, both last week and this week. The extra point is good, and we've got just over 4 seconds to go here in the first half of play. Beaufort's on top, 31-3. We'll be back here on the Friday Night Football Zone
on WHHI-TV.
We're back at the community stadium, and as the Eagles kick off to the Seahawks, this ball's taken inside the 5 at about the 2, and now here comes the run back. I believe that's Moradell. I believe that was number 22, I think.
Marcus Moradell.
Yeah.
You see a little bit of coaching going here on the sideline with that return.
Well, that brings us to the end of the first half of play. With the score, Beaufort 31 and the Seahawks 3. Coming up is the Walgreens halftime show. We'll have John Byrne with us, along with Sam McDowell of the Island Packet, and we'll be coming right back to you. So stay tuned. You're listening to watching on the Friday Night Football Zone.
WHHI-TV.
Ever wonder where those mysterious spots and stains come from? Call your local Heaven's Best carpet and upholstery cleaning technician. You can enjoy life, and we'll clean it up.
Carpet cleaning.
For carpet upholstery and house cleaning that's simply Heaven's Best, call 815-2378 today. Island Buildings is a full-service general contractor with special offices and business from using doors to additions, fixtures,
Is joined by that woman from 3C. He's tried before to engage her.
It's supposed to be kind of windy today.
But today, he's ready.
You heard about McDonald's dollar menu at breakfast?
She's interested. They talk about the savory sausage McMuffin, the hearty sausage burrito, the premium roast coffee, McDonald's dollar menu at breakfast. A common interest. Something to build on.
This could be our song.
Nobody makes breakfast like McDonald's.
Right now, I'm dominating, but Ed's trying to throw me off my game. I know because I have caller ID on PC with Time Warner Cable. Phone rings, number pops up. Phone company doesn't have it. Also, I get home voicemail to email. It's like living in the future. Hopefully not a future dominated by cyborg wolf spiders. But if it is, call this guy.
Caller ID on PC? The phone company doesn't have it. Time Warner Cable does. Get digital home phone from Time Warner Cable for only $19.95 per month for 12 months.
Oh, Salvador, oh, Salvador, you sigh of the box of Salvador. Captain Cherokee sitting in a tree with TV waving back at me. I want you to be the Salvador, oh, Salvador, oh, Salvador. You sigh of the box of Salvador. Down southeast sitting my dog singing a song about Salvador. Honey, won't you be my Salvador?
Only an authorized BMW dealer can sell you a BMW certified pre-owned vehicle. Hilton at BMW.com. Only an authorized BMW dealer can provide 0.9 APR on nearly all 2007 and 2008 models, including 3, 5, and 7 series. Only an authorized BMW dealer provides BMW's certified pre-owned warranty of up to 6 years, 100,000 miles, plus the remaining full maintenance from BMW.
The ultimate driving machine at Hilton Head BMW, Highway 278 in Bluffton.
Time of the Hilton Head High School Beaufort game tonight. We've got a tough first half for the Seahawks. They're down 31-3. Am I right there?
That's it. That's the score.
Yeah.
Seahawks got on the board with a 35-yard field goal.
And Coach Singleton made a great call on the fake punt. But besides the fake punt, it's been a long first half. And as we talked about it in the pregame tonight, they needed to get some offense going running the football, and they just haven't been able to do that, Dale.
Well, they haven't consistently. They've had some spurts, and some things have looked a lot better than last week. They've cut down a lot on the penalties that they were having last week. They have gotten some consistency with the I formation and running the tailback off of that. They started running things up the middle, but then things kind of bogged down, and they just haven't been able to put together a number of first downs.
Third and long is a bad down to be in, especially when you're a young team, Chuck, and that's what's happened a lot.
Well, the most important down in high school football is first down. And if you're able to get 6-7 yards on first down, it makes a makeable for first down on second or third down. You don't have to go 10 yards. You're exactly right, particularly in passing situations. At the high school level, you just don't have the skill level to keep out the pass block. That's something that comes much later. Run blocking is really what high school linemen want to do. They want to fire off the ball and hit somebody, and that's why we saw tonight where Coach Singleton went to running a lot of direct hits up the middle, real quick hitters. I mean, now you're coming in there and you're giving the kids a chance to blow off the ball, gain some confidence, and pick up that yardage. And if you get 6-7 yards on the first down like they were doing, then you got a chance to keep the chains moving.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. Beaufort has got a very mature football team. They tackle well. They run the ball well. Their quarterback's under control. They look like a team who's played a lot together, and that's
10 seniors. 10 seniors on the offense and 7 seniors on the defense.
Yeah.
That means a lot.
Yeah, and that run at the end of the first half by McPherson, I thought was more indicative of the fact that Hilton Head's just a little tired. You know, so Beaufort's
hit the nail on the head. That was a fatigue play.
Yeah.
They had gotten to the point where the defense was just too long on the field. The offense hadn't been able to keep them off the field so that they could get some rest. You know, when you're playing defense all the time, it exhausts you. It really does. Offense is much easier to play because you know where the play is going to go. So you can just run hard for 5 or 10 yards or blow somebody off the ball. Defense, you got to be able to cover the whole field, and that's the difference. It's much more fatiguing to play defense, and you hit the nail on the head. That was a fatigue touchdown at the end of the first.
Out of gas. I'll tell you one positive thing for Hilton Head. I think their quarterback has got a lot of upside. I think he throws a good ball. I think that the receivers need to work a little bit on running their routes and executing a little better. But I think as the season goes on, I think that quarterback will be able to complete more passes, a much higher percentage, and they'll be able to move the ball a little more effectively.
Yeah, I would agree with you. You can see just from last week to this week, he feels more comfortable throwing the ball. He's just to work on his touch a little bit. Some of the passes were just zingers that, you or I probably couldn't catch. But, impressively on that fake punt.
Well, I don't know. John could catch it. Maybe you can't catch it, Dale, but John could have caught it.
I doubt it, but anyway.
But on that fake punt, I mean, he's got a wide open receiver, and that's sometimes the hardest pass to throw is when you got a guy wide open like that. And he hit him, right on the numbers, and they picked up a big first down on that. But I think he's maturing right before our eyes.
Oh, there's no question. They're going to get better as the year goes on. They're just playing a very, very, very good Beaufort team.
Well, this is not regional games. This is like your preseason. When the region starts in another 3 weeks, you get into. That's what's going to count whether you get into the state playoffs or not. So this is times is the switch. That's what counts. How many times you're at the switch?
All right. Well, we're going to be back with more at halftime of the Hilton Head Beaufort High School game here at Community Stadium in just a minute.
H&H Auto Service is the home of the free inspection. H&H has been voted #1 on Hilton Head Island and Small Business of the Year. H&H provides quality service for alignment, preventative and routine maintenance, and much more. Looking for an affordable car? H&H Auto is your full-service dealer. All pre-owned cars are certified and come with a warranty. Everybody rides at H&H Auto because they finance in-house. Whether your car needs to look its best, run its best, or you just need a new one, I'm on H&H to get you where you need to go.
We're back on the Friday Night Football Zone, and welcome to the Walgreens Halftime Report. I'm Chuck Zapek. I'm here with our play-by-play announcer, Dale Panicka, and also Justin Jarrett of the Island Packets with us tonight. Justin, welcome to the Walgreens Halftime Football Show.
Thanks for having me, Chuck.
Justin, your impressions, first half. Last week, I know you were here. You saw a little bit of the Bluffton game versus Hilton Head High. What do you see that's different? Is there anything positive?
Not a lot positive for Hilton Head High. I mean, you guys talked a little bit about it. It decreased the penalties a little bit, but still that defense is giving up a lot of yardage and a lot of points and having a tough time moving the ball.
All right, we're going to get you on the air now. When you made your picks for this weekend, what did you call? What was your call for tonight's game?
I said Beaufort High by 21. I always try to be a little conservative just in case they call off the dogs at the end, you know. But I did have the Eagles in this one. Well,
Beaufort has not lost this game in 10 years. They've only played 6 times, so it's been a while since the Seahawks from Hilton have beaten the Eagles from Beaufort. Do you have anything from around the league or around the area of how the team's done this afternoon?
Sure, yeah. If some folks maybe made it out to Hilton Head Prep for the afternoon game, the matinee, and Dolphins won their opener 43-26. They were up 43-8, so they really put it on pretty good. L.J. Ord scored a couple touchdowns.
How about Matt Lehman?
Matt Lehman threw a couple long bombs to Dimitri Lowry, so Dolphins picked up right where they left off last year.
All right, and we know Bluffton's playing tonight after last week's win. They came out of this game 39-0. How are they doing this evening?
Well, they're without Desmond Jenkins tonight, so that was a big question mark. But they still managed to take a lead into halftime. They scored right before the half, 33 seconds left. Take a 24-23 lead, and Corey Stoner, the young quarterback who had to step in for C.J. Frazier, 2 more touchdown passes in the first half, so he's off to a great start.
Well, when Frazier comes back, I guess it's going to cause a little bit of controversy as to who should start, whether it should be C.J. Frazier or Stoner. The young man from Ohio has really impressed everybody with his ability at quarterback. What do you think that needs to happen here with the Seahawks from Hilton Head High? I mean, this is the second week in a row they're down big time at halftime. Is it just because it's a young team? What needs to happen, Jarrett, in your opinion?
Well, I think it is a young team, and I think you have to give it time and give Tim Singleton an opportunity to kind of bring these kids along. And they're going to need to win a ball game here, you know, and pick up some confidence. And once they do that, I think they'll start to put some things together that'll improve in time for region play.
All right, Dale, I'm sure you read the Island Packet and you follow Justin Jarrett's coverage. I know I've been impressed with him and Sam McDowell, what they've been covering with high school football. In fact, that's where I get a lot of my information and statistics. What do you think? What in the second half now? What do you think that Hilton Head High School has to do to at least show some kind of respectable performance?
Well, I think they just need to build. They need to build on what's happening. They need to take it to the next step and just slowly build as they go. So it's just going to be more of the same, trying to run it up the gut, maybe get some safe passes in there, but just kind of build that confident level for all these young kids.
I know in the first half we saw something kind of unique. The officials called a water break timeout. I know I've never seen a water break timeout, but here we're on the Walgreens halftime report, and you have a little break here. What's that you have in your hand here, Dale?
Smoothie. These are really good, these banana smoothies. So I'm going to enjoy this before we go back to the kickoff here.
And that's from McDonald's, banana smoothie. Well, that's great.
I'm loving it.
Well, Justin, we're loving having you on Walgreens halftime report. We appreciate you stopping by. We look forward to seeing you throughout the year. We're on the Friday Night Football Zone
on WHHI-TV.
Take me to 15 grand, slowly as possible.
Get me to the airport and don't step on it.
Congressman Maine, and I'm not in a hurry.
The big, bold taste of the Angus third pounder and the classic taste of the Big Mac. So much flavor, you want to take your time with them.
Whatever you do, don't make that white.
the simple joy of burgers.
Been in a wreck? Bring your car to H&H Auto Body at 17 Cardinal Road. At H&H Auto Body, you'll get a free estimate in their state-of-the-art facility. No matter the damage, the great team at H&H Auto Body will have your car looking great and back on the road in no time.
I love progress. That's why I have Roadrunner High Speed Online from Time Warner Cable. It's way faster than phone company High Speed DSL. You know those guys still use 100-year-old copper wire technology for their DSL internet? They must hate progress. I mean, who hates progress? Not this guy.
Internet that's way faster than DSL? The phone company doesn't have it. Time Warner Cable does. Yep.
Oh, soft dog. Oh, soft dog. You're sighing the fox, soft dog. Captain Cherokee sitting in a tree, Kiwi waving back at me. Honey, won't you be the soft dog? Oh, soft dog. Oh, soft dog. You're sighing the fox, soft dog. Down southeast sitting my dog, singing a song about a soft dog. Honey, won't you be the soft dog?
Certified pre-owned vehicle. Hilton and BMW.com. Only an authorized BMW dealer can provide 0.9 APR on nearly all 2007 and 2008 models, including 3, 5, and 7 series. Only an authorized BMW dealer provides BMW's certified pre-owned warranty of up to 6 years, 100,000 miles, plus the remaining full maintenance from BMW.
The ultimate driving machine at Hilton Head BMW, Highway 278 in Bluffton.
At 123 Drive Driving Academy, the goal is to help students become confident, cautious, and courteous drivers. They offer high-quality classroom and behind-the-wheel training with friendly, professional, and state-certified instructors who make learning easy and safe. Go to 123drivedrivingacademy.com for more information or call 263-5023 and mention the Friday Night Football Zone to receive $10 off your training session. When you're ready to get in the driver's seat, call 123 Drive Driving Academy.
Welcome back to the Friday Night Football Zone. We're here at Hilton Head, where Beaufort is not being very kind to their hosts, as they lead it 31-3 here at the start of the second half. Beaufort has scored on several long runs and also added a field goal. And of course, the Seahawks, their only points tonight were also a field goal. And Chuck, it seems to me that it's been a long time since Hilton has been able to knock off Beaufort.
It has too. It's been 10 years, as we mentioned before. They're 6-0 during the last stretch. I think they're going to be 7-0. It looks like so far, unless there's some kind of amazing comeback. But we should mention that all 4 touchdowns were running touchdowns. You had DeMelo Holmes score from 3 yards out and 65 yards out, and then there was a 10-yard touchdown run by number 20. That's Alex Simmons, the 1,000-yard gainer from last year. And then number 22, Josh McPherson, the other 1,000-yard gainer. The senior ran the ball in from 32 yards out at the end of the first half and to throw in a field goal, and that's how you got 31 points.
Well, they certainly seem to spread it out quite a bit, and they seem to be using a lot of runners back there. They've got a good stable of running backs, and again, it always helps to have those horses up front to open those holes up for you, and that seems to be where the difference lies right now. It all starts up front on the lines, and Beaufort is dominating the line of scrimmage right now.
Well, you're exactly right, Dale. That offensive line has done well. That's Taylor Walker, number 76, the left tackle, 6'4", 310 pounds, together with Benji Calderon, number 79, left guard, Rob Dennis, the center, 59, Jabrier Washington, the right guard, and the right tackle, Cody Beals, have led the way to 4 running touchdowns for the Beaufort Eagles.
Weston Mott is set to kick it off for the Seahawks, and we're just about to get underway in the second half of play. Mott hits it deep, taking it about the 5-yard line. 10, 15, 20, right up the middle. 30, still on his feet. still on his feet. This could be 95 yards, Chuck. He's going all the way. And there are no flags on the play. Well, that's not the way you want to start the second half. Or maybe it is.
No, we don't even get a Walgreens first down out of this. They run it back, and 15 seconds later, there's another touchdown on the board for Beaufort.
We're going to have the extra point try coming up. That took, let's see, if my math is right, 17 seconds off the clock. 95 yards on the kickoff return. And the extra point try coming. And Seahawks are even getting a little slow getting off the field here.
If you're an accountant, Dale, if your math's not right, I wonder what. I don't think mine's going to be much better.
I need a calculator for this game. The kick is good, and with the score, Beaufort 38, Hilton Head 3. You're watching the Friday Night Football Zone.
WHHI-TV.
We're back. And the kickoff coming up.
The kickoff's coming up here. We got this kicker out there. He's in the program as 6'4", but he looks like he's 6'9" out there, Dale. Number's 87.
Well, his legs go all the way up to his armpits, I think. He's a big, strong-legged kicker, and Beaufort just put it all together here. Now they got the kickoff return for a touchdown. They lead it 38-3, and they're kicking off.
That's Kyle Clark, number 87, kicks off. Ball's fielded down on the 5-yard line.
And that's number 22 taking it back, and I thought maybe we'd go back the other way, but he takes it across the 30 to about the 32-yard line. That's Jamarcus Mardell, number 22. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Seahawks at their own 39-yard line. Check it, 34-yard line. And Mardell's going to stay out there at the tailback position. I don't see Bex out there. He got hit pretty good there towards the end of the first half. He is on the sidelines, but he's got his helmet off. We're going with a shotgun formation. It'll be Fortier and Mardell in the backfield along with Julian. And there's the option. And that's Mardell, and he gets smacked down, hit hard at the 30-yard line. And it'll bring up 2nd and long.
That was number 51, Melky Maldonado, a junior linebacker that really sticks him.
Ball's back at the 31-yard line. A loss on the play of about 4 yards, maybe 3. 2nd down coming up, 2nd and 14. Well, there have been some positives here this week as opposed to last week for Hilton Head, but they need to string a few of those things together to get on the scoreboard again. Julian under center this time, I formation. Takes it, throws it. It is caught. No, it's not caught. We thought he might have caught it on the ricochet there.
Nearly picked off by number 5, Akeem Smalls. He's the strong safety. He reads it, steps right into the passing lane, almost comes up with the interception.
And we almost got a completion off of the tip, but couldn't quite hold on to it. It'll bring up 3rd down and 13. 3rd and 14, correction. We're early in the second half of play. It's 38-3 in favor of Beaufort. Again, the shotgun formation. Fortier back there to help give some protection to Julian. He rolls out. throws it to the sidelines. That's caught by number 10, Robbie Aiulo, and Robbie slips away for a couple extra yards, but it's going to bring up 4th and long.
Yeah, pretty nice strong arm throw to the open field. It's the wide out. It's the toughest throw in football, is the throw to wide out. They give him a little soft corner there. You can see the corner's backing off. The halfback doesn't have enough time to react to that ball. But it's well short of the first down, Dale.
It'll be 4th down, and Julian's back in punt formation. We'll see if there's a rush put on here. Not a very good snap. Actually a very bad snap. And the ball is down. It's actually fielded by Beaufort inside the 30-yard line inside the 20-yard line at about the 19 of Hilton Head, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Eagles, and they've got a short field to work with now.
Yeah, bad snap. The mistakes in the kicking game, particularly early in the season, can really kill you. And we've had 2 big mistakes in the kicking game right away. The opening kickoff of the second half being run back 95 yards for a touchdown, and now on a 4th down punting situation, bad snap from the center gives the ball back to the Eagles, well deep in Seahawk territory.
Gregory's back at quarterback there. They've got 2 quarterbacks, and they're both extremely good. He hands it off up the middle. Short gain on the play, gain of about 3 or 4. And looks like Gregory's going to run the second half for them.
Well, it looks like they might have some other second-team players in there. I see a couple guys with clean jerseys.
Got a split backfield. Gregory takes it, hands it off, and inside the 10 to about the 5-yard line.
And he's in for a touchdown.
No, they're going to spot it at about the 2. Was it in?
Yeah, it goes in.
Okay.
He hands it off to the lead back coming through the line. Makes the fake to the second back. Fools our cameraman, too. But that's a touchdown. Hands overhead. Back judge calls a touchdown.
44-3, the extra point coming, and the extra point is no good. Well, there's the first chink in the armor we've seen all night. And with the score, Beaufort 44, Hilton Head 3, you're watching the Friday Night Football Zone.
WHHI-TV.
I love progress. That's why I have Roadrunner High-Speed Online from Time Warner Cable. It's way faster than phone company high-speed DSL. You know those guys still use 100-year-old copper wire technology for their DSL internet? They must hate progress. I mean, who hates progress? Not this guy.
Internet that's way faster than DSL? The phone company doesn't have it. Time Warner Cable does. Get Roadrunner High-Speed Online for only $34.95 per month for 12 months.
We're back at the community stadium here on Hilton Head Island, where the Seahawks are down big time, 44-3. Kickoff coming from Beaufort, and it's a long kick. It's going to go down to about the 1-yard line. Picked up there by Mordell. He takes it across the 20 to about the 24, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Seahawks at their own 24-yard line.
Well, there really hasn't been a strong kickoff return yet, and they've had ample opportunities this evening, the Seahawks have. And the only opportunities that the Beaufort Eagles have, they've returned them well back for field position, 1 for a touchdown. Looks like it's just overall team speed is a little bit faster with the Eagles, and it certainly shows on the scoreboard, leading by 41 points.
And again, we're going to go to the shotgun formation, kind of a naked formation here with Julian. And so we're looking for probably a quick pass off of this formation. And it is a quick pass right over the middle, and that's complete to Faudier. Takes it across the 30 to about the 34. They can mark it at the 35. And at the 35-yard line, that's going to be looks to me like a Walgreens first down.
Well, they might have to measure.
It is a Walgreens first down. The Seahawks have it at their own 35-yard line.
They came out in an empty backfield that time. Just like Michael Julian look at 5 receivers, they all just ran down the field. He picked out the closest one, which is the safest throw, and he was able to pick up that first down pass.
He could use a little better snap because these snaps are not getting back there quick enough. That's a little bit better. Julian again sets, throws off his front foot this time, and is it caught? Yes, it is. Robbie Aiulo, number 10, caught it. Here along the sidelines, kind of caught it up against his head.
Look at the out. This is to the wide side of the field. This is how you judge quarterbacks. They judge them on how well you can throw the out to the open field. And that's a great throw by Michael.
And good catch by Robbie Aiulo to hold on to that ball. Yeah, it's another Walgreens first down as the ball's across the 45 to the 46-yard line. So once again, they go with the naked backfield, shotgun formation. Everyone's split out. They'd like to get it to Bush if they can, but I think Beaufort knows that as well. Good snap. Time. There's a pass complete. That's complete out across the 50 to about the 46-yard line of Beaufort. It's going to bring up second and short.
Well, you got to try to find out something that's going to work here, and they line up in the shotgun with an empty backfield, just running out 5 receivers, and that seems to have spread the defense out wide enough to give Julian some windows to thread the football into, and he's done it well the last two plays.
Again, we're looking for silver lining, I guess, but there's the offensive line's maturing a little bit right before our eyes here because they're doing a little bit better pass blocking, a little bit better run blocking. Certainly better this week than last week.
I'm not so sure I agree with that, Dale. I think he's just getting rid of the ball quicker because he's getting a direct snap.
Work with me, Chuck. There's a pass down the field, and we're going to now. I guess we're going to say it's uncatchable because the defender did hit the receiver, but the ball was thrown behind him and over his head. That'll bring up third down and short. It'll be 3rd and 1. 5:17 to go here in the third quarter of play with the score 44-3 in favor of Beaufort. Keep in mind tonight's game is brought to you by Time Warner Cable. Start the school year smart with Time Warner Cable. Get cable, Roadrunner high-speed online, and digital home phone and save. Time Warner Cable is a proud supporter of live high school football here on the Friday Night Football Zone. It'll be 3rd and short, and it's going to be a timeout.
As odd as it seems, that seems to be the one set that has worked is the empty backfield tonight.
It has worked. You're watching the Friday Night Football Zone
on WHHI-TV.
Take me to 5th and Grand as slowly as possible.
Get me to the airport and don't step on it.
Congress in Maine, and I'm not in a hurry.
The big, bold taste of the Angus Third Pounder and the classic taste of the Big Mac. So much flavor, you want to take your time with them.
Whatever you do, don't make that wet.
The simple joy of burgers.
We are back with 5:17 to go here in the third quarter. It's 44-3 in favor of Beaufort. A Seahawks, kind of an impressive drive here to go in the last couple plays. They've got a 3rd and about a long yard to go here. They're coming out of a timeout as Coach Singleton wanted to get his point across to them as just what he wants. And it looks like number 16 may be coming in for extra blocking.
That's Raheem Williams. He's the middle linebacker. But they do use him in short yardage situations. It was 31-3 at halftime, as you know. The second half opened up with a 95-yard kickoff return for Beaufort, running the score up to 38-3. And then they had a 10-yard TD run just a couple minutes ago by number 22, and that brought up the score to 44. They missed the extra point.
And of course, that was set off by the bad snap on the punt, and so they had a short field to work with, only 20 yards to go, and they got it in there. So 3rd down coming, and we got an I formation set up here now. Big blocking back at the fullback position. To give to the tailback, tries to follow his blocker in. It doesn't look like he's got the first down. He's going to be a little bit short. But again, at this point in the game, I think we're in 4-down territory.
Well, even if it wasn't this far out of reach, I think Coach Singleton has generally gone for 4th down plays in this territory in the past.
And it'll be 4th and less than a yard. And we haven't seen a quarterback sneak yet.
No, we haven't. But I'll tell you what, I was a little surprised he gave up on that empty backfield that fast, even on a short yardage situation. It's about the only set that he's had any success with this evening.
Again, the I formation. And we had motion going the other way. And there's the quarterback. Maybe that's why we haven't seen a quarterback sneak. Wow. That's a loss of a yard on the play.
Well, this is what's called a pinch. The reason why the defensive tackle got in there so fast is that they suspected or that they simply guessed right. And what they do is they pinch the tackles immediately. They shoot them into the guard center gap. And that's the reason why you had contact behind the line of scrimmage for no gain.
So Beaufort will take over on downs here at their own 46-yard line. And they pretty much have done whatever they wanted to tonight offensively. And again, the handoff goes around the left side. And again, the Seahawks defense has just been out there a long time tonight. I don't know what the time of possession is, Chuck, but you probably have that there, don't you?
Well, I do have number 21, DeMeo Holmes. He scored 3 touchdowns tonight, and he was the ball carrier on the last rushing attempt for 9 yards.
Once again, it's Alex Gregory at the quarterback position. 2nd and short. Give right up the middle, and still chugging away there. It's one of the running backs out to about the 40-yard line of the Seahawks. That's number 21, DeMeo Holmes, with the first down. Another Walgreens first down at the Seahawks 40-yard line. Tonight's game brought to you by Omega Graphics, for graphics, printing, and mailing services all under one roof. And by Heaven's Best, for carpet, upholstery, and house cleaning that's simply Heaven's Best. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 40. Beaufort once again on the march. And we've got flags down all over the place. Looks like we're going to have a penalty coming up here against Beaufort. You know, Chuck, most teams have a special play. We got a special play with the WHHI team.
What's that?
Well, I just want to show you. If you look at your screen here,
no!
I didn't know your name was Charlie. Holy smokes. But I love the haircut.
Yeah.
You had hair then.
Where'd Tom Jenkins get that? He must have got that. He must have gotten that off the internet.
Folks, in case you don't know it, Chuck, when you think of Penn State, there's only 2 names you think about, and that's Joe Paterno and Chuck Zapek. So that's our secret weapon. First down and 15. Now we got another flag down. Kind of a late flag thrown in there by the referee. I don't have any more secret plays, though. So.
Yeah, you didn't know it was Charlie, did you? It was Charlie back then. That Coach Paterno only knows me by one name. You know what that is? Z. The Big Z.
The Big Z. Okay.
That's it. To this day, he still calls me the Big Z.
And I heard you were 34-1 in your 3 years at Penn State.
That's right. Yeah.
Despite you being there, that's incredible. What a team you had around you.
What a great team we must have had.
It's all about the coaching. Hey, tonight's game is brought to you by McDonald's restaurants of Bluffton and Hilton Head. You know, Chuck, at halftime, I had one of these refreshing smoothies, and it really is good. So cool down with a refreshing smoothie from McDonald's. They're available in wild berry or strawberry banana. It's just $2.29 for a small size. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
I like the wild berry myself. You're a banana man?
Well, you're kind of a wild man.
No, wild berry.
Wild berry man, okay. Well, we got another penalty here, and we got 1st and long. That's about the best I can describe it. They're calling it 30. So we'll call it 28. 1st and 28, and Bluffton quarterback keeps it going outside the right side. Again, that's Gregory on the keeper. takes it across his 45 to the 47. It'll bring up second down and still long.
Yeah, down the line option run here. This time the quarterback sees there's a lane. He turns his shoulders upfield. But they got a long way for the first down. It picked up 3-4 yards, but it's still about 24 for a first down.
It'll be second and 23. The ball at the 47-yard line. They have to go all the way down to the 30-yard line of Hilton Head. There's a snap. Ball goes right up the middle and pick up another 3 yards, almost to the 50. Third down coming up.
Well, we're getting some playing time here with some of the younger players for the Hilton Head Seahawks. They really do have a lot of sophomores and juniors that don't have much experience. This game certainly helps them get that.
And some clean uniforms out there for Beaufort as well. So we're going to see some bench here. We got a minute to go here in the third quarter. 44-3 in favor of Beaufort. Third down. Gregory fakes the handoff, throws it downfield, got a man, and it is incomplete. The ball was intended for his wide receiver down there. It would have been close to a first down, but incomplete. Nice defensive play.
Yeah, nice throw, too. Nice throw, nice defensive play. If the defender hadn't been over there, draped over his shoulder to knock the ball away, it would have been another Walgreens first down.
But instead, we've got a punt coming up for Beaufort. There's an anomaly.
It goes to the Coffin corner. Look at that punt.
Good kick. It's taken and hit immediately.
That's number 9, the quarterback, the starting quarterback.
That's Bo Brown.
Well, that's something when your starting quarterback goes down and makes a special teams play. It reminds me of Joe Theismann. You know, when he came, really, you remember him, the Notre Dame guy?
Sure.
Yeah, I played against Joe up in Canada, and when he came down with the Redskins, he was a special teams player before he got a chance to play quarterback.
That's right, he ran punts. He ran back punts.
He ran back punts, he ran quick kick coverage, too.
Yeah. All right, first and 10 for the Seahawks. Ball is resting comfortably at about their 11-yard line.
I'm sure I say Joe Theismann.
Theismann, that's right.
He changed his name from Theismann to Theismann so it would rhyme with Heisman.
Yeah.
What? Oh, man.
There's a pitch back, and that could be number 32 for Hilton Head.
Good job on the outside. This time, number 10, that's Robbie Olo, is able to hold his block on the corner, and that's the reason why a lane was able to develop for some kind of positive yards.
That's the end of the third quarter of play with the score. Beaufort 44, Hilton Head 3. You're watching the Friday Night Football Zone.
On WHHI-TV.
Sitting in a tree, keep you waving back at me. I want you to be the soft dog. Oh, soft dog. Oh, soft dog. Just like a fox, soft dog. Down southeast, sitting my dog, singing a song about a soft dog. I want you to be the soft dog.
Only an authorized BMW dealer can sell you a BMW certified pre-owned vehicle. Hilton Head BMW.com. Only an authorized BMW dealer can provide 0.9 APR on nearly all 2007 and 2008 models, including 3, 5, and 7 series. Only an authorized BMW dealer provides BMW's certified pre-owned warranty of up to 6 years, 100,000 miles, plus the remaining full maintenance from BMW.
The ultimate driving machine at Hilton Head BMW, Highway 278 in Bluffton.
In the laundry room, Mark Olson is joined by that woman from 3C. He's tried before to engage her.
It's supposed to be kind of windy today.
But today, he's ready.
You heard about McDonald's dollar menu at breakfast?
She's interested. They talk about the savory sausage McMuffin, the hearty sausage burrito, the premium roast coffee, McDonald's dollar menu at breakfast. A common interest. Something to build on.
This could be our song.
Nobody makes breakfast like McDonald's.
We are back. First and 10, second down for Hilton Head. There's a long pass out here to number 11. That's Orishak, Adam Orishak, the intended receiver, falls incomplete.
And Michael Julian, the quarterback, number 3, finds himself sitting on the seat of his pants once again after he releases the football. We have a score just coming in from Jasper County Stadium, where the Bluffton Bobcats are playing Ridgeland. Bluffton scored, went for a 2-point conversion. They missed. They still trail, however, 31-30 against Ridgeland. That sounds quite a game.
It'll be 3rd and 9. Shotgun formation. And Julian's going to keep it, trying to get around the other side and cutting it back, but is stopped at about the 15-yard line, bringing up 4th down. Well, you know, Bluffton last week, we saw that their 2-point conversion play where they shift everyone over to one side, and it worked very well against Hilton Head.
In fact, it worked 6 times very well against Hilton Head. You think maybe the Ridgeland coaching staff scouted that one?
Someone was scouting that. I think Fairfield Prep won this afternoon in the matinee game. We heard that from our halftime guest. Next week, we're going to be at Hilton Head Christian Academy. Well, some of us will be. I'm going to be on my annual pilgrimage out to Touchdown Jesus next week.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
And the kick goes out of bounds at about, well, that was a poor kick. From the 15-yard line, he kicked it out to about it's going to be marked at the 21.
Is that the season opener?
The season opener, yeah.
Who are they playing?
Notre Dame's playing Purdue.
Wow.
Yeah. We're trying to get Penn State, but, you know, they don't want to play anybody that's in Division I for the first 3 weeks of the season. We're in that Big Ten conference. They can't count the number of teams that are in the conference.
It's 12 now, just in case you missed the news. It's 12.
It's the big conference. We just call it the Bigs. It'll be first down for Beaufort, and they've got another short field to go with once again. They're at the 22 of Hilton Head after a 6-yard punt. And there's just right up the middle, over the left side, over the left tackle. Pickup of about 7 on the play. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think we have another new quarterback in the game. It looks like Seth Andrews, the junior, number 14, lines up under center.
There's a handoff. Looks like another new back in the backfield as well. And that's going to be close to a first down. We'll see where they mark it.
Yeah, that was a strong hit there by Kevin Champion. Kevin's made a number of plays. He plays in the secondary. He's a junior, 5'11", 155 pounds. That's a good, crisp tackle.
Pick up on the play. He gives us another Walgreens first down. The ball's down at around the 11-yard line. They can still pick up a first down without scoring. 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Motion to the left. Again, the handoff up the middle, and that one stopped. Maybe a gain of about 3 on the play. Tonight's game brought to you by McDonald's Restaurants of Bluffton and Hilton Head. Cool down with a refreshing smoothie from McDonald's, available in wild berry or strawberry banana for just $2.29 for a small size. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
Well, we still have some of the senior players out on the field, led by Hunter Anderson, number 72. He was in on that last tackle.
We got a player coming off hobble, number 34 for Hilton Head. That's Timmy Rivers came off. And dragged down at about the 5-yard line as a running back. Pick up about 3 on the play. It'll bring up 3rd and 3.
Nice tackle by Taylor Place at the end of the run here. You see he avoids Raheem Williams, but Place comes over and he is able to wrap him up, number 53. He's just a junior. Nice tackle. He's going both ways tonight. He also plays left tackle on the offensive line.
Tonight's game also brought to you by H&H Auto. Customer friendly, guaranteed quality. The #1 place for auto sales and service on Hilton Head. It'll be 3rd and about 3 yards to go here for Beaufort as they're knocking on the door once again. Again, the handoff, and this time he slipped down a little bit. I think he's down short of the goal line, but he may have a first down. We're going to have to check it out to see whether they get the first down or whether he's short of the first down as well. Tonight's game also brought to you by Salty Dog Cafe. Get your Salty Dog t-shirt at the Salty Dog T-Shirt Factory, located at South Beach Marina or on Arrow Road. Also, the t-shirts are available anytime at www.saltydog.com. Salty Dog t-shirts will suit you to a T.
I love that Arrow Road shop. That's where I get all my Christmas gifts.
Fourth down, 4th and 1. A handoff to the first back through. Let's see where they mark it. He didn't get the touchdown, but not sure if he got the first down or not.
This is a quick handoff right up the middle. This time, they're in their what's called their pinch, where they pinch all the defensive linemen into the inside gaps. That's the reason why there was no running room. Just a good guess by the defensive coordinator, Howard Merrick.
Well, the defense held, and the ball goes over to the Seahawks. It'll be 1st and 10 from their own 1-yard line. They've got 99 yards to go. We can do this.
I'd like to see him go back to that more of that open, the shotgun formation with an empty backfield. I think that's where they had their best success. It gave Julian a better view of the field and got him the ball as quickly as possible so he could do something with it.
Well, again, we're in the I formation with Mordell at the tailback. They give it to the up back. I think that's 48, and he gets it out, picks up about 2 or 3 yards on the play. Tonight's game also brought to you by Walgreens. Flu shots are now available at every Walgreens store every day. Walgreens, there's a way to stay well. And by Uniform Work and Sport, Lowcountry source for school uniforms, sports equipment, and much, much more. Stop in now and check out their huge selection for football, baseball, and lacrosse gear. Uniform Work and Sport. Second down coming up. Pickup of about a yard on the play. It'll be 2nd and about 9. Julian under center. Gives it this time to the tailback, and he goes nowhere. He's lucky to get out of the end zone as they lost about a yard on the play. And it's going to be 3rd and about 11.
Just a real lack of any kind of blocking at the point of attack. It's just been manhandled all night long by Beaufort Eagles, sort of like they were last week by the Bluffton Bobcats. Just a little bit bigger, faster, stronger team. What do you think, Dale?
I think that this team clearly has a lot more depth than Hilton had, especially experienced depth with all their juniors and seniors out there. Just under 6 minutes to go in the ball game, 44-3 in favor of Beaufort. There's a pass downfield, and that ball is intercepted. A great interception by number 4. That is Jalen Mack for Beaufort. But again, the throw was off his back foot.
Wow, great interception. Not a badly thrown ball that time by Michael Julian. Number 11, Voracek was running the route. Little go pattern right down the sidelines. Unfortunately for the Seahawks, it's intercepted. That's almost as good as a punt, though.
Hey, Chuck, we've got an official water break here.
Is that the water break?
That's the water break.
Well, I think it's time to take a sip of our McDonald's smoothie. What do you think?
We're going to do that. We're on the Friday Night Football Zone
on WHHI-TV.
I love progress. That's why I have Roadrunner High-Speed Online from Time Warner Cable. It's way faster than phone company high-speed DSL. You know those guys still use 100-year-old copper wire technology for their DSL internet? They must hate progress. I mean, who hates progress? Not this guy.
Internet that's way faster than DSL? The phone company doesn't have it. Time Warner Cable does. Get Roadrunner High-Speed Online for only $34.95 per month for 12 months.
Take me to 5th and Grand, slowly as possible.
Get me to the airport and don't step on it.
Congress in Maine, and I'm not in a hurry.
The big, bold taste of the Angus Third Pounder and the classic taste of the Big Mac. So much flavor, you want to take your time with them.
Whatever you do, don't make that wet.
The simple joy of burgers.
Beaufort takes over, 1st and 10. And here they bring it right up the gut, and we got a flag down. So it might be we're holding. Oh, we got a little late shove there, too. Surprised they didn't draw another flag.
There's some good running this time. It's number 4022 McPherson that gets the handoff. I'm sorry, that's number 42. Do we have him down here?
McPherson's 22. You have 42?
Yeah, I don't have a 42 in my roster.
All right. Oh, we got a flag anyhow, so it doesn't count as a play, so it's not going to go.
Jersey got dirty, and it's 42. It's clearly 42, but we don't have one on our roster.
Well, Beaufort's marching backwards here, so we're going to assume that this penalty is against the Eagles. Tonight's game brought to you by McDonald's Restaurant of Bluffton and Hilton Head. Cool down with a refreshing smoothie from McDonald's, available in wild berry or strawberry banana, just $2.29 for a small. McDonald's, I'm loving it. And by Time Warner Cable. Start the school year smart with Time Warner Cable. Get cable, Roadrunner high-speed online, and digital home phone service, and save. Time Warner Cable is a proud supporter of live high school football here on the Friday Night Football Zone.
You know, I use Time Warner Cable in just about all my vacation rentals. And one of the reasons I use them is they got a great digital phone, and they cover international, U.S. and Canada, all under one price.
That's a great thing for your the renters, especially the ones that come down from Canada for the winters.
Yes.
There's a snap, and the ball is handed off to the one of the backs, and brings it up to number 42 once again. Brings it across the 25. That was a first down play. Picks up about 4 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 11. Ball's at the 23-yard line. Tonight's game also brought to you by Hilton Head BMW, your Lowcountry luxury leader. There's a handoff again up front, but it met at the line of scrimmage and stopped.
Yeah, nice tackle this time. Once again, you know, it's Raheem Williams, number 16, and that tackle was led by number 5, Lamont Williams.
The Williams brothers.
So, Raheem and Lamont Williams putting a little plastic to the center of the ball carrier.
It'll bring up 3rd down, and 3rd and about 12. And a handoff, and again met in the backfield. And you know, we've seen a lot of new players out here for Beaufort, and both on the line as well as in the backfield. So it's starting to show.
There's a fumbled snap. It goes right between the quarterback's legs, and the ball falls to the ground.
That wasn't a planned play?
No. You know, some of these teams do put the fumble-rooski in, but that was not the fumble-rooski.
I'll bet you Joe Paterno never put in a fumble.
Oh yeah, I can guarantee you he never put a fumble-rooski in.
It'll be 4th and 14, and they're going to go for it. Ball at the 25-yard line. Again, the handoff right up the middle, and they're going to be content with running out the clock. We got 2:16 and counting, and I think we're going to keep the clock. The clock keeps running. Oh no, now it's going to stop now. But the ball goes over on downs to the Seahawks. It'll be 1st and 10, and the ball will be at their own 24-yard line. Again tonight's game is brought to you by Time Warner Cable. We want you to start the school year smart with Time Warner Cable. Get cable, Roadrunner high-speed online, and digital home phone, and save. Get the whole package and save. Time Warner Cable is a proud supporter of live high school football here on the Friday Night Football Zone. It'll be 1st and 10. And we got Canadian football.
Arena football.
Arena football, okay.
Arena football or Canadian football. We got 2 backs in motion.
Well, we're going to get a 5-yard penalty on that, and it'll be 1st and 15. Yeah, next week we'll be bringing you live from Hilton Head Christian Academy, and I'll be back the following week when we travel to Hilton Head Prep for that afternoon matinee game. That'll be fun.
Well, tell me about your trip. What do you have planned? What are you going to do when you go?
12 guys. We go every year to the first game. What do you think we do? Come on.
There's a little golf. There's a little golf included in it.
Golf. There's a casino trip.
Yeah.
And we're looking forward to seeing the new head coach and see what he puts together for Notre Dame this year. So Brian Kelly, see if we can't get them back on a winning streak so we can play some good teams like Penn State. 1:50 to go here in the ball game. They'll bring up second down and long.
I bet you think you're going to throw the football this year.
They've already talked to NBC about the fact that we're not going to do a huddle, and so they're not going to get the commercials in. And it's going to be an interesting year, so you want to tune in for that. 1:28 and counting. Second down. Handoff up the middle. And gain of maybe 2 or 3 yards on the play. Well, it's 44-3 in favor of Beaufort, and this game really was all Beaufort from the very beginning. And Hilton just they trying to put some things together, but the progress has been pretty slow.
Well, I think you said the key word there. It's progress. Usually you see your biggest progress from week 1 to 2. With this team, it's so young, we might have to wait to week 3 or 4.
Inside of a minute to go, third down. Julian hands it back, and again, I think that's Moradell.
That's 24. That's a freshman running back we thought we'd see more of today. That's Khalil Lewis.
Now Lewis takes it to about the 19-yard line, picks up maybe a yard on the play, and it'll be fourth down, and the clock winding down inside of 25 seconds. So this will be the last play of the game. See some guys coming off the field that.
Yeah, that's Chip Mullen, number 30, one of the team favorites. He's a senior, 5'4", 145 pounds. Chip,
wow.
Number 30. Everybody loves him.
3 seconds to go here. There's a handoff up the middle, number 25. That's the other freshman, I believe. Yeah, Marquise Griffin was the ball carrier. Takes it to about the 19-yard line, and that will be the end of the ball game. Final score here from Community Stadium. The Seahawks playing host to Beaufort. Beaufort wins it 44-3. We're going to come back and wrap it up, but you're watching the Friday Night Football Zone
on WHHI-TV.
Certified pre-owned vehicle. Hilton and BMW.com. Only an authorized BMW dealer can provide 0.9 APR on nearly all 2007 and 2008 models, including 3, 5, and 7 series. Only an authorized BMW dealer provides BMW's certified pre-owned warranty of up to 6 years, 100,000 miles, plus the remaining full maintenance from BMW.
The ultimate driving machine at Hilton Head BMW, Highway 278 in Bluffton.
Take me to 15 grand slowly as possible.
Get me to the airport and don't step on it.
Congress in Maine, and I'm not in a hurry.
The big, bold taste of the Angus Third Pounder and the classic taste of the Big Mac. So much flavor, you want to take your time with them.
Whatever you do, don't make that wet.
The simple joy of burgers.
Right now, I'm dominating. But Ed's trying to throw me off my game. I know because I have caller ID on PC with Time Warner Cable. Phone rings, number pops up. Phone company doesn't have it. Also, I get home voicemail to email. It's like living in the future. Hopefully not a future dominated by cyborg ghost spiders. But if it is, call this guy.
Caller ID on PC? The phone company doesn't have it. Time Warner Cable does. Get digital home phone from Time Warner Cable for only $19.95 per month for 12 months.
Been in a wreck? Bring your car to H&H Auto Body at 17 Cardinal Road. At H&H Auto Body, you'll get a free estimate in their state-of-the-art facility. No matter the damage, the great team at H&H Auto Body will have your car looking great and back on the road in no time.
We're back here at Community Stadium, where tonight the Seahawks were hosting the Eagles of Beaufort, and once again fell by the wayside, Chuck. 44-3 was the final score. Beaufort on top.
83 points versus 3 the last 2 games. That doesn't bode well for Hilton Head High. But what they did do is they got some experience. And as we mentioned, it's to switch. And you got a young team, some young running backs, a young quarterback. Give them more time to switch. Chances are they'll get better.
And we saw some good things from Beaufort, and Beaufort just looked really good, all aspects of the game. They threw the ball a little bit, but not a lot, but they were very effective, especially with that stable of running backs they have.
Well, last week when Bluffton came in here, that was the first time Bluffton had ever beaten Hilton Head High, so that was a huge victory for them. This team has beaten Hilton Head High the last 7 times they played them. So, Beaufort has just been reloading every year. They've not had a down year. They've been in the semifinals of the state championship 10 times in the last 19 years. That's quite a record. So, they have a lot of talent out there on the field.
Well, Matt Bex went down with an injury. Hopefully it's not serious. Looked like maybe a thigh bruise. Otherwise, they're pretty healthy coming out of this, but they've got to regroup, and they've got another home game next week for Hilton Head.
And I think we saw some interesting things. Finally, we saw a couple formations that worked for Michael Julian, going back to an empty backfield and without anybody back with him, and give him an opportunity to look downfield and get rid of the ball quickly to one of the 5 receivers. That's where they had their most success all night long.
Well, that pretty much wraps it up here from Hilton Head High School. The final score was 44-0 in favor of Beaufort. Beaufort took control early and kept control throughout the game. We'll be back next week at Hilton Head Christian Academy. You're watching the Friday Night Football Zone
on WHHI-TV.